Ref blew the whistle, and they're off. PSUB in the white caps, Gannon in the dark caps. Gannon gets it around the perimeter. Couple drives into the middle. They're looking, drops coming back. Good defense here by Penn State. Trying to squeeze it into center. Help comes back, and that will be Penn State ball. They get the ball down quickly, and that hits off the goalie's hand and out of bounds, so that'll be a 2-meter throw-in. We've got a half shallow, half deep pool that we're playing in. Good passes along the perimeter, a nice backhand. Deflected out by the goalie again. It'll be another Penn State ball at the 2. Good defense here by both teams. Looks like Gannon wants to use a pressed out defense, and that one goes in on a drive. First one up on the board. That's made by Penn State. Gannon going to have an opportunity here with it. We got a nice front in center here by Penn State. They're going to have to try to get it around. No luck there. Back to Penn State. Got a lot of holding and aggressive play there coming from Gannon and Penn State. That's another goal. Excuse me, no goal for Penn State. Back to Gannon. Ooh, a nice turn out. She's going to get the ordinary. I believe it's an ordinary foul. Yes, just an ordinary. Gannon's going to take a rip from the outside. Good coverage by the goalie. Back to Gannon. Ball intercepted there by Penn State. She's going to take it back herself and get her a goal. That's number 3, putting the second one in for Penn State. I apologize. Looks like it is Gannon University in the white caps, Penn State in the dark caps. Apologize for the confusion there. Get that scoreboard updated. Ball comes into center for Gannon. She's trying to shrug off her defender. No luck. Another center. She's going to get the ordinary foul, and they'll have another chance with it. Goalie pops out for the steal. Good look there by Penn State's goalie. Looking for the ordinary foul. She gets it. Fires, but it hits the top bar and doesn't go in. Gannon ball. Drive comes in. There's a shot to the top left. Gannon with another goal. Taking advantage of the inside water. Getting 2 from drives. Gannon 3. Penn State 0. She's looking for the turn there at the point position. We have a double hole set. She's posting up. Gets a call. They're going to dish it right back out. Looking for the shot. Sails wide. Gannon ball. Here's another good opportunity for Gannon. She gets it on the inside. There's a driver, but that's able to squeeze by. Looks like ref did not award that a goal, so it will be Penn State ball. Good transitions from both teams, getting down the pool quick to use their shot clock as much as they can. Lots of movement here from Penn State. We've got a heavy drop in the middle. Looks like we got a call. Exclusion called against Gannon. Penn State has a good scoring opportunity. Nice dry passes along the perimeter. There's the shot and a goal. First goal up on the board for Penn State. Bringing us to 3-1. Looks like an offensive was called, or standing on the bottom. It'll go back to Penn State. We've got 2 hole sets. They're just shifting around. Ordinary foul called really close to the 2-meter line. Offensive foul called. And it'll go back to Gannon. Nice pass across. Penn State's defender was in the lane and was able to make the interception. Looks like Penn State's going to do a running clock substitute. So they are playing a man down for a couple seconds here. Ref wants the ball out. Looks like there's something going on, and the refs need to meet up and talk about it. So he's calling a timeout. We'll take this opportunity to hear a word from our sponsors, but we'll be right back after this.
I am Go fly with Cap 7, and these Cap 7 inflatable goals are really great for a field player to shoot on at any time.
And for goalies, I would know, I'm an Olympic goalie. For me personally as a goalie, the best thing about having the Cap 7 inflatable goal is you can bring it anywhere. You don't have to have a beautiful pool, aquatic complex like this. You could drop it in a bay, a beach, a backyard pool, which we've done a lot.
The Cap 7 inflatable cage is really durable. These are perfect goals to have just on the side of the pool deck, especially if you don't have a lot of space for big heavy goals. You can inflate them in less than a minute. Especially for age group kids, you got like 6 of those goals just on the side of the pool. Any little 10-year-old can grab it, slide it, put it in. No one's ever going to get hurt. No one's ever going to get their...
We're back to the action. Here out of the timeout, Penn State ball. Trying to squeeze it into center. She's able to get a hold of it, which gets... And that does it for the first quarter of gameplay here. Penn State 1, Gannon University 3. We're going to take another commercial break, but we will be back. Stay tuned.
The Cap 7 head guard. This product was designed specifically to reduce the risk. You can't prevent a concussion, but you can definitely reduce the impact by wearing a Cap 7 head guard. The most important thing when you look at this cap specifically is the dimples. This has been tested by University of California, Irvine and been proven to reduce impact by 25%. To put the cap on specifically, you have to have your hair wet. Okay, it's just like putting on any sort of swim cap. So I want to hook it in on the front of my head and then pull it down around. It goes on really quickly and easily. If you try to put it on with dry hair, you're likely to pull your hair out and you're likely to rip the head guard. Now, depending on the cap you have, I recommend doing this in front of a mirror. But as you see again, hooking in on the front first, and even without a mirror, I can just feel around and slap the cap right on. I highly, highly recommend this for any full contact drills during practice. It's the no-brainer when it comes to reducing the risk. Cap 7 head guards, check it out at cap7.com. If you're interested in helping your program raise funds, check out Cap 7's affiliate program. The important thing about the affiliate program is easy to set up, and you can earn money by simply having people make purchases through cap7.com.
Make your Cap 7 purchase matter. Get your organization signed up with the Cap 7 affiliate program. Once approved, 8% on every purchase order through your organization's custom link goes right back to your program. The more you share your link, the more opportunities you have to earn. Sign up today at cap7.com.
Hello and welcome back. You're tuned in to a CWPA TV network broadcast brought to you by Cap 7 and the CWPA. My name is Ben Baldridge. I'll be commentating the games for two of the games for you today. This one and the next one. Should be a blast. I love doing this. I love playing water polo. I'm sure you guys do too. Here we are. Gannon wins the sprint. They switched sides due to this being a shallow, deep pool. So we'll switch off every quarter to make it fair. There's a shot and a goal. Gannon starts things off in the second quarter smoothly. to extend their lead, making it 4-1. Penn State with an opportunity here. Heavy defense by Gannon University. You can see them really struggling for position, and there's a steal in the corner there. Back to Gannon. Gannon down the pool quickly, and that's a goal. Another one for Gannon. That's number 18 putting that one away. Brings us to 5-1. Ball's getting passed around. Looks like she swam on top of her, so the ref's going to award Penn State the ball. Really heavy defense here by Gannon, making Penn State work for every inch. Tries to squeeze it into the middle. No luck there. Gannon ball. Gannon, another quick break. And another goal. Number 4 putting that one away for us, making it 6-1. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. Gannon pulling ahead by 5 goals. They're passing it in, hoping to get the driver the ball. Center is really having to work hard to get ball side. And Gannon here with another opportunity. There's a backhand and a goal. Excuse me, that was not a goal. Looks like goalie saved it. Great save by the Penn State goalie. There's a shot and a goal. Penn State answer, trying to cut down the lead. They do just by 1. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the quarter. Gannon deciding to use some subs. Gannon trying to squeeze it in on the corner there. Looks like she got the exclusion and shot it, so they're going to reset. Give the ball back to Gannon at the 2-meter line and start on a 6-on-5. Ref wants the ball out. He's probably telling him to put it into play before they shoot it. Here we go, 6-on-5. Gannon University looking like a strong competitor in this tournament. They've got nice dry passes along the perimeter. Looking like they've done this 100 times. Nice transition there, and there's a goal. Ooh, looks like ref is waving them on. No goal for Gannon University. Penn State ball. Exclusion called against Gannon. Penn State will now have a 6-on-5 opportunity. There's the shot, and goalie blocks it. Great save by Gannon's goalie. They're going to look for the fast break. Goalie pops out for a clean steal. Penn State ball. We've got a drop way into Penn State's offense and a good steal there on the pass by Gannon. She's going to try to draw the exclusion. Gets the ordinary, no exclusion. Gannon looking to set up here. Gets it into center. She has plenty of time to work with it. Does a full turn. Hits the top post. No goal. You have inside water here. Ooh, the pass couldn't quite get there. She steps out to it. Gets the ordinary foul. There's the shot. Sails wide left. No goal. Back to Gannon. Ooh, a nice turn there on the outside. She's got her hands all the way down to the floor, so she's getting kicked out for 30 seconds. Gannon with the 6-on-5 opportunity. Shot and goal from the outside. Gannon puts another one up on the board. 1 minute, 53 seconds left to go. 7-2 is our score. Looks like we're getting our caps all tied back up and keeping us safe as possible. Cap is all the way at the bottom of the pool. Be sure to follow us on social media for all of the latest updates on what is happening around the league. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CWPA Water Polo. That's at CWPA Water Polo. We have great water polo content. Go check it out. Here, Penn State. Ooh, looking for the Rolo shot. Couldn't get enough power on it. It falls short. Back to Gannon. Gannon. Fast break. Here it is. One pump fake into the left side. Number 4 putting another one in for Gannon. Looks like the score on the field is different to mine. I believe mine is correct. Could be wrong. The refs could have stripped him of a goal when we thought there was. Here we go. Good transition into offense by Penn State. Quick. Center is fronted, and that's a steal from Gannon. Very good defense here by Gannon, shutting almost every opportunity Penn State should have. Good opportunity here. She's going to put it into center, but 2 defenders come back to strip that one away. Penn State ball. Ball gets thrown into center. Looks like she swam right on top of her, but no call from the ref. The center looked like she wanted a call as well, but no luck. Here we have Gannon with ball position in about every player. Ooh, a nice backhand with her head underwater. That's number 9, extending Gannon's lead. Looks like we will just match our scoreboard with the pool decks. If they change it back, so will we. That does it for the first half of gameplay. Gannon 8, Penn State 2. We're going to take a short commercial break, but we will be back right after this.
At Cap 7, we've been able to grow a lot since 2004. We started out really small as can be, working out of our home, our garage, storing stuff and carports. Cash flow is always an issue with a new company, and we've slowly been able to get to a point where we're giving hundreds of thousands of dollars away to different conferences, leagues, sections, CIF sections, and really being able to support the program, and it's been pretty cool to see that progress. And every year we're constantly trying to do more, support more programs, get all over the country, and now moving towards sponsoring water polo all over the world. So when we founded Cap 7, there were a few water polo companies out there, but wasn't too much. But none of them were ever really doing anything to help the sport or give it back. They were growing, but never giving back. And when we started our company, we wanted to make sure that if we got bigger along the way, that we would definitely be doing that. And we started that from day one. So if you're considering why should I buy from Cap 7 versus X, Y, and Z company, we're former players. Everyone in our company is involved with water polo in one way or another. So if you're considering making a purchase in the sport of water polo, we'd love to think that you could support a company that is supporting you. We're constantly giving back to the sport, sponsoring tournaments, leagues, CIF sections, college teams. We're always giving back, and if you can support us, we'll continue to support you. We'll continue to help push the sport along, continue to advocate for better rules, for all kinds of things that really is going to take our sport to the next level, and that's something we're always thinking about and pushing for. We're not just trying to sell a bulk amount of suits and caps or balls. That's really not what it's about. It's about making better products and helping give back to the sport and take it to the next level.
Yeah, when we're developing any product, for our company specifically, the first, number one is, can we use it, and does it pass the test of will it last in a harsh environment? And then once we back into that, then we go out and we source it the best way possible, so that we can bring it to market, at a fair price, so that you guys have the opportunity to use these training aids that will take your game to the next level. For us specifically, there's products that we're always trying to develop and create new ways to help all of us get better. And so ultimately, like Wolf said, we want to, have an opportunity to provide products to you and support what you're doing. And if you support us, then everything works really well.
Cap 7, built by water polo players for water polo players. I'm Brad Schumacher, co-founder of Cap 7 International. Today we're going to talk about the Cap 7 rebounder and the different variations you can use to really put this tool to work. Okay, the most important thing you can use the rebounder for is lots of repetitions. Let's take a look at what Wolf's doing over here, and I'll talk through some of the different things. He's got the 1 kilogram ball. He's going off one rebounder. We've got it set up in a corner. So so he can work on his cross pass passes and body position. Now if he grabs a second 1 kilogram ball, he can work on using both at the same time.
Hello and welcome back. You're watching the CWPA network. My name is Ben Baldridge. I'll be calling the game for you today. Here we are in the third quarter. In this game between Penn State University, Behrend, and Gannon University. Gannon back to the shallow end on offense. They're going to draw a 5-meter penalty shot. Again, the goalie can stand on the bottom in a shallow end. So it should be interesting to watch this 5-meter. She can reach any part of that goal if she wants to. And she does. Nice block there by Penn State's goalie. Very difficult shot on the shallow end, which is why we switch every quarter. Penn State with an opportunity here. She's got good shot at goal, but the wing takes it, hits the top bar, no goal. Gannon ball. Ball gets thrown into center. Penn State able to strip that one away. They're back on offense. Penn State posts up, gets it in, but she's able to dish it out. There's the shot. Goalie's able to easily maintain control of that one. Back to Gannon. And folks, we did update the score back to 9-2. Looks like they made a mistake on the pool deck. But that's alright. We got it all squared away now. And we're back to gameplay. Trying to draw the foul out there outside of 5. There's the shot. Hits the corner post. And that's a goal. Number 12 from Gannon, extending their lead, making it 10-2. Looks like they've got a substitute. Ref is whistling him in, stopping the game and letting him sub. And we're back. Penn State in the dark caps, Gannon in the white. Gannon doing another great job of shutting the offense down. Penn State really having to work for these drives. And center is just not doing great at holding a position inside center, so they force the shots outside and make the goalie's job really easy. Good play here from Gannon University. They've got to pass it back to ball side. Here comes a driver. She's left wide open in the middle of the pool, right in front of the cage, and she lobs that one over, but no luck. Doesn't roll in. Penn State ball. There's a shot. Sails over the net. No goal. Back to Gannon. Gannon putting it into center, and there's another backhand. Catching the goalie off guard. That's number 9. Making it 11-2. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in the third. Gannon dominating this game. Enjoying today's water polo action? The CWPA network has more streams in store. Keep checking CWPATV.com for upcoming streams, and be sure to check out collegiatewaterpolo.org for schedule updates and for all things water polo. Excuse me. We're back in action here. Penn State taking some drives, realizing that their center is just not strong enough to compete with the center defender from Gannon. She's going to draw out. They're going to take a wild shot from outside. Ball under called. No, it can't be a ball under. Someone was holding someone under the water. And it's a 6-on-5 opportunity here for Penn State. Good passes along the perimeter. There's a shot block that tipped out of bounds. Gannon ball. Gannon looking really relaxed here on offense, even though they just put one in. There's not a lot of movement. They're just trying to waste time. They have a very strong lead of 10 points. Penn State looking for the driver. No luck there. They're going to have to find another driver. Ball comes in. She steps out. Shut down by the defense. Great defense here by Gannon. Ball's intercepted. Tossed back to the goalie, and it's Penn State ball. That's a shot. Close one, but no luck. Gannon back on the attack. There's a shot. No luck there. Hits the post. Penn State. Ref calls it back for Gannon. There's a shot tipped out of bounds. So it'll go back to Penn State. Penn State trying to find their drivers. That's an exclusion called against Gannon. Penn State will be a man up or a woman up. Interesting defense here by Gannon. Doing a more of a fortress style defense. There's one for Penn State, putting us at 12-3. Under 10 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see if Gannon can answer. That does it for the third quarter. Our score going into the fourth will be 12-3. We're going to take another commercial break, but stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
The power of Cap 7 customization.
If you're interested in getting custom team suits, visit cap7.com, click on custom gear at the top, and simply fill out the questionnaire. Once you do that, it arrives to us. We'll hand it to one of our sales team, and they'll walk you through the process. It's really simple. We design the suit for you at no charge. You provide us with sizes, and we produce the suits. In 3 weeks. You can have your fully customized team suits. Fully custom turbo water polo caps. The opportunities to design these are pretty much limitless. We can change the color of the piping. We can put any sort of logo. Here we'll see we've got Villanova Wildcats, and they keep their logos really consistent. The other thing I want you to understand and know that you can add a third number or even a fourth number if you'd like. The other thing you'll see with our caps here in 2016, we upgraded our ear guard, and we've created a specific hole here to put on the cap stringers, which helps to prevent the breakage on the caps. Custom ball options. You'll see in my right hand here is a laser etched ball, and you can see that we have 5meter.com is the company that had these balls made. The two differences really with a custom printed ball is this ball is painted on, and the 5-meter ball is laser etched into the ball. This is exactly how it looks. And then we have our custom balls for schools, clubs, high schools, whatever you name it. Lots of people do it. And this is actually screened on the ball. But you have to do 60 balls on this side, 12 balls on the laser etch.
Get your water polo gear customized by the specialists at Cap 7 and Turbo.
Welcome back. You're tuned in to the CWPA network. My name's Ben Baldridge. I'll be commentating this game and the next one for you. Here in this game, we have Penn State University Behrend against Gannon University. Gannon with a huge lead of 12-3. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Stand by for the sprint. Gannon wins the sprint. They'll have the first possession of the fourth quarter. Ooh, a nice series of passes there by Gannon and a nice backhand, but it unfortunately hits the top post. No goal. Penn State ball. They have the uphill battle of not only 9 goals, but also they're trying to score on the shallow end goal, which if you've ever played water polo, you know that is a difficult place to be when the goalie can stand on the bottom, but you can't. Ooh, nice pass there to the fast break. Goalie pops that ball under, and that's a 5-meter penalty shot for Gannon. There's a shot, and there's the goal. Gannon now 10 goals ahead. 7 minutes left to go in this game. Very heavy press in center. Gannon, Penn State is going to try to get some drivers going in. Good drop there by Gannon defense, allowing nothing to get past. Gannon quick on the transition, finds center. She has inside water, and that's a goal. Number 16 putting that one away, extending their lead, making it 14-3. Ball gets put into center. Good opportunity there for Penn State. Hits the corner, no goal. Gannon back on the attack. Lots of movement, but that's an offensive foul or two hand. She touched it with two hands. So that'll be a turnover back to Penn State. Ball comes into center, but she gets the steal. Gannon ball. Good front there by Penn State center defense. Good job by Gannon to get that ball side. Nice dish out there by the center. They're just going to take a shot, and a nice right side corner goal for number 18. Gannon now 15, Penn State 3. Good interception there by Gannon. They'll be on the fast break. She's going to try to take it right to the doorstep, but can't bank through. Back to Penn State. There's a shot. Blocked by the Gannon goalie. Shot knocked out of bounds by the goalie from Penn State. So Gannon will take it in from the 2-meter line. Center, big step out, gets the call, talks back to the ref. So it's a Penn State ball. Ball intercepted on the pass, back to Gannon. ordinary foul called. There's a shot, sails wide. Penn State ball. Shot taken and scored. Goalie wasn't paying attention, so Penn State will put another one up on the board. 2 minutes left to go in the game. It'll be Gannon ball. Penn State struggling to get an opportunity here. There's another steal from Gannon. She'll take it herself. Good drive. She rolls right into a defender. Goalie strips that one away. Back to Penn State. Penn State trying to put as many goals into the back of the net as they can as time is ticking down. Offensive foul called against Gannon. Back to Penn State. Penn State fires. Hits the post. No goal. Gannon wants to try to hold it till the clock winds down. And that'll do it for our game here between Penn State University Behrend and Gannon University. Final score 15-4. Great job by Gannon University taking home the W. Coming up next, our last game of the day, Austin College versus Gannon University. That's coming up here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So tune in to us for that here on the CWPA Network. My name's Ben. I hope you have a wonderful day.